Hello. Today is January 26th, the day before the announcement of the Apple tablet, supposedly called the Apple tablet. I just wanted to share my last minute views with you, the people of YouTube. First off, I believe that the Apple tablet will cost somewhere around $700 to $1,000. My approximate guess is about $700 to $800 because if, like rumor says it, if it's going to be a Kindle styled ebook, then why would you buy a $700 Mac product than a $200 Amazon product? So that is my belief. I also believe that it will run a modified. It will either run a modified version of the iPhone OS, a modified version of the Mac Snow Leopard OS, or its own completely different operating system. But if the predictions are correct that it will be an ebook, then I guess it will run a completely different operating system. I'd rather it run a Mac Snow Leopard modified version, but I don't know. Apple will make the right decision for that. Also, the price range. I think the price range. Oh wait, sorry, I already talked about it. The screen, the size of the screen. The size of the screen will run about. I've heard 10 inches, 11 inches, 7 inches even. But I believe that the standard size. Actually, I know this. The standard size of a netbook these days are about 10 inches, and I believe that Apple will make their Apple tablet 10 inches. Now let's discuss the name. I believe that the name will either be iSlate. No, I've heard iSlate, iPad, Apple tablet. Apple tablet doesn't have the I in it. iPod, iPhone, iPod Touch, everything has an iMac. So I think that's kind of out of the question unless it's a computer, like a computer-based thing, not a gaming, an iPhone thing, a gaming. Then it will be called. It won't be called the iPad because that's too close to iPod. So I think the closest thing, if it's not going to run a modified version of Snow Leopard, will be a iSlate. iSlate is just sounds so basic, but you've seen MacBook. There's no I in front of that. That's why I'm saying if it's going to be a computer, then I think it would be Apple tablet because there's no I. But that's just my assumption. Also, a lot of people say that it's going to have games on it because basically what Apple did a few weeks ago, maybe a couple months ago, is they sent out a email to or a letter to all of their application developers and said to make sure that their applications are not based on screen resolution, which means that maybe they may make the applications available on the Apple tablet or iSlate. Hence, what I said about the modified version of the iPhone OS. And if they do that, then it'll run iPhone applications / iPod Touch. So that's my prediction about the gaming. But I've also heard a lot of skepticism about the ebook thing. As you know, a lot of ebook devices are coming out. Sony Reader, Amazon Kindle, now the Microsoft Courier, I believe. And so far, Kindle, it's kind of a new product, but I don't think Apple will take that route just because it doesn't seem like their style to me. Again, I'm just making these assumptions out of what I think, what I've noticed from Apple in the past years. And I believe that it'll run. It might be like a laptop thing or a gaming thing, maybe even an ebook thing. But if it's rumored to be $700 to $800, ebook, nah, it's just way too expensive. It's not going to be a good idea. They will have something else in it. They'll make it extraordinary. But also, that's all so basically it's going to have my assumptions. The conclusion of my assumptions are 10-inch screen, $800. It's going to have touchscreen, definitely. Modified version of the iPhone OS. It's going to be called the iSlate. And, oh, I forgot to mention this. The battery life is supposedly 10 hours long, which is very long, especially for about this thin of a device. I'm not sure which is thinner, the MacBook Air or this, but I'm making an assumption that this is thinner. The only downside of this is that there will be no CD drive. that's you can get one separately. It's kind of a hassle, but these days everything is available on the internet. Like that MacBook Air, there is no CD drive for the Apple tablet. But there will be internet connection, there will be most things that a laptop capability would have. So these are my last thoughts about the Apple tablet, and these are my assumptions. Thank you very much for listening to my video. Have a great day.